Welcome down to Devon Koi Pond on a bit of a dank, miserable morning, but temperature is well up, real hot and sticky. There's spots of rain just now, bit of mizzle going through. Don't give that nicer day, but temps are still well up. So, hope you're all keeping well. Been trying to keep up with people's stuff, but been so busy. My very busy time of the year, lots of things to do. Home here, jobs, including I've been going through all the bikes. I'll give you a look over the bikes in a bit. But the pond's been ticking away nicely. They've been really munching into the food. Can't fault on that. No problems whatsoever on that. Got a little bit of blanket weed showing again. But the cloverleaf is keeping it down. Has cut it back and kept it down. So hopefully that won't get to too much of a problem. Fish have just had their second feed of the day. It's about 10 in the morning. I say very overcast. Got a bit of solar power coming in today. We'll go into that as well. I'll give you a look at the fish in a minute. So I say they're eating about 500 grams a day at the moment. They're getting 7 feeds plus some treats as well, and I'll give them all they can eat this time of year. Being as I don't eat through the winter, you want them to eat all they can this time of year. That way to get them over the winter. Right, let's get down here and have a look at the state of the water. As you can see, it's all looking pretty good. Got that tinge to the water caused by so much food, but that can't be helped. I can put up with that. Bit of an oily sheen on the top at the moment. I've only just popped the skimmer back up. I push that one down when I'm feeding because we don't want to suck the pellets up. But take a minute to take the oily sheen off the top. Everything's running fine over here. As I said, that skimmer basket, I just push it down when I'm feeding. Into the veg. As you can see, everything okay in here. Got a good bit of flow going through it at the moment. I've just pulled some more of the mind your own business out of the basket here. I was digging some out for a young lady the other day. I've tucked a few more bits in the top, but you can see how yellow it is in the piss filter compared to what it is in that tray. It just drips onto that tray. That tray's got soil in it, so that's obviously giving it what's missing from the water. Vortex had a clean day ago, and looking like it wants another one. So much food going in, there's so much to come out, isn't there? This is the thing. You put it in, it's got to come out. Everything else running fine here. We've got a big sort out down in the shed, so I've ended up with a load of rubbish back in me pit here. I'll have to sort it into spots. I need to get all those brushes pushed back out of the way somewhere. There's not enough room down in the shed. It's been horrendous up in the house. We've had to sort out because I've got a bit of an affliction. We'll get into that in a minute. But there. As I said, fish are all happy, well happy here. Do apologise for the tinge on the water. Probably might not be as noticeable on the camera as what it is if you're actually here. They're all very lively and very bloody hungry. So, as I said, all's been fine down here on the fish front. Chags are eating like pigs. Hopefully people have been staying clear of the bugs. I have. I've done 2 or 3 scrapes here now in the last few weeks. Found nothing. No sulking with any of the fish or anything like that. They'll be acting strange. So all's pretty good here. Right, let's quick whip into the workshop a minute. We'll have a look at the solar on this rather crappy day, just to see what we are making. I think going out, I've got about 200 watts because I've got the skimmers wound right up to maximum at the moment, and also the back flushing pump in here. But with the power coming in, I've been able to wind everything up nice and fast. It runs okay at a slow speed, but doesn't hurt to turn the water over a bit faster, especially if the power's free. Right, let's pop into the workshop a minute. light on a minute. Hopefully the camera ain't flickering. Right, what have we got going out? Nearly 240 watts. So nearly 100 watts over what it's normally running at. It's normally running at about 150. So the pump on the backwash on the Vortex stroke answer, that was wound right up. And I think the skimmer's out about 90% at the moment as well. But wind those both back, it drops back to about 150. Right, what a naff day we've got outside. So, yeah, no sun out there, really overcast. We got 63, 64 coming in on one, 58 coming in on the other. And if you look at the bottom figures there, this one in the last 3 months and 4 days or whatever, it's made £50.96, and this one here has made £50.14. So we're well on target. We've got about 19-20 days left this month till we get to the 24th to make it to 120 quid, which was the target. Although the first 2 months were pathetic and things weren't quite right, it all seems to be sorted here now, and power's coming in as it should. Even at this rate, it's 120 watts of free power. Not going to knock it. The sun comes out later to be up 800, 900 watts and more. Fantastic. Right, on to this affliction I've got. Right, let's catch up up on the top patio a minute, and I'll show you the little problem I've got that I've had for quite a few years now. Right. Yeah, and you can see out over in the distance it's raining, but not here at the moment. Fish are all well happy. Let's get up on my top patio a minute. Ooh. So yeah, this is part of the affliction I suffer with. Got a bit of a love of two wheels. Motorcyclists Anonymous. Oh dear. Oh, we got the thing under the sheet here. Got the electric bicycle and as well, and this isn't everything. But I'll set the camera up a minute. We'll uncover that one in a second, because I think Vince wants to see this one. But this is Montesa 4Ride. As anybody that don't know, Montesa is owned by Honda, so basically it's a Honda engine, but the frame, it's all Montesa, and they assemble these in Spain. Cracking little bike, will absolutely go anywhere. Montesa are well known for their trials bikes. This is a trials bike with a seat. I do have all the bits as well to convert it back just into a straight trials bike without a seat. I've got all those bits tucked away. And I've got this one, Blowjob. Call this one Blowjob obviously because of the number plate. This is a Yamaha TTR. This is my daily rider when I'm on two wheels. Petrol driven, that is. When I'm on electric, I'm on the bicycle, but there. And these are green lane bikes really. They're used for green laning, and to anybody that doesn't know what a green lane is, there are still hundreds and hundreds of miles of roads, or what's classified as roads in this country, byways, that are legal to ride on and aren't tarmacked. They're classed as green lanes, and I do green laning. I do like to get out into the countryside on these lanes. I'm no tear ass, I'm no fart on a bike, but this tool here, Yamaha TTR, one of Yamaha's last air cooled. It's not water cooled, got no radiator or anything like that, not water cooling. So nothing to bust on the front, because you chuck them down, they fall in the edge regularly, you fall off all the time. Rough off-road riding, not on tarmac. This one practically the same, but even more capable than the Yamaha. This will climb a mountain. It's like a mountain goat, literally. And if you've seen people riding professional trials, you'll understand what these bikes can do with the right rider. Not me on. I'm not that good on it. I fall off a lot. Right, set the camera up on the table and I'll take the sheet off and cover the thing. Yeah, it's been out here for a few days now. Had to do quite a bit to it, but let's get the camera set up so you can see what's going on. Okay, right, what we've got here is a 1960 Harley Davidson FLH Panhead, or what's left of one. Suffered a bit over the years, but came to me more or less like this, and I've altered it around from that to my liking. We've got a 1200cc Harley Davidson Panhead motor, which arguably between knucklehead owners and Panhead owners was the best engine that Harley Davidson ever made. It's running on SU carburetor, got a 4-speed gearbox. Now the bottom of the motor, barrels, everything are original, and the gearbox, the cylinder heads have been replaced with STD ones, because the manifolds where they come out here on the actual proper Panhead cylinder heads, they do wear around the ports. They're a friction fit into the, just like a tube, and they vibrate and they wear them out. And come on, it's 62 years old, so they set of replacement cylinder heads. It's not in its original frame. It's got disc on the front, disc on the back. It would have had drum brakes, and it would have actually been a sprung frame, but this is a hardtail. See, tooled leather saddle, dash clocks. Right, bike is stone cold. I'll go through and try and start it for you in a minute. It can either play ball or it doesn't play ball, one or the other, but hopefully I'll get it right first time, because there's a bit of a performance to starting it. I need to prime it up with some fuel on a pump on the carburetor side. Here, this one, pump that one up, hold the slide up, let that soak into the motor, a couple of primer kicks, ignition off, ignition on, a couple more pumps, and a gentle prod on the throttle. And it's not a hard kick, it's quite a soft motor, quite low compression, but it is the sports version, being the FLH. Alright, Harley Davidson Electric Glide, 1960. This one, motor, the numbers I've tracked back through Harley Davidson, and it was went to the Dallas Police Department when it was new, and it sat with them for about 6 years. So this one was motor was pounding around on the streets the day JFK was shot in a police bike. I should think it was out that day before it was retired, and after all these years it's come back to me like this in my favourite orange. Right, let's put the camera on the table a minute, or where you can see, and actually see if the bloody thing will start, because it can be temperamental. As you can see, with most old girls, it needs a pair of incontinent pants underneath it. Missus goes nuts if I get oil on the drive, or on the patio, so it's got a nappy underneath it at the moment. But started yesterday, first time for 2 years. Had to do quite a bit to get it going, bring it back to recommission, clean the full carb, clean the fuel tanks, new battery, change the oil filter, everything. Right, pop the camera down a minute and actually see if the damn thing will start. Give you a treat. So, lift the slide up. Pump some fuel in. Ignition off. Make sure you don't attach one bollock to each leg. Okay, ignition on. And a couple more pokes. Does like its fuel when it's cold. Okay, so there you go. There she is running. Click over still a little bit low. When it warms up a bit, it will sort itself out. Just takes a little bit of warming. Some say this is the best sounding engine of all on a Harley Davidson, and I can quite agree with them. Bops along like an old agricultural implement. This one's got a few mod cons on the motor as well. Distributor, it's got auto advanced retard on it. The actual tapping you can hear there, it's the slide in the carburetor smashing up and down on the SU. You don't like oil in the dampeners on these, it gives you all sorts of creep, so they just need to be lubricated, not a dash pot full of oil like other SU carburetors. You can see, single seater. This side we got 3-inch belt drive. Right, 10 stud clutch hub. A-cell coil, twin plugs, single fire ignition. So it fires the both pots at the same time. So the front one's on TDC. It fires the rear one as well on the back of its stroke. Hope you're enjoying this, Vince. This is what a real Harley sounds like. Warming himself out now. Twin tulip pipes, British style pipes. I do have a set of fishtails for it. So there, Harley Davidson 1200 FLH Panhead, custom frame, lovely bit of kit, puts a real smile across your face. Now, as I said, got the bicycle, these two. It's not all the bikes I got either. This is a problem. It's a real problem. Motorcyclists Anonymous. It's terrible. It's a real proper affliction. Nearly 50 years now of bikes, and I can't leave them alone. Two wheels. Oh God, I love two wheels. Not a big car fan. I do like cars, hot rods and that kind of thing. I've not got a car myself. All I've got is a van, and the van's mainly now for just transporting bikes around. So this isn't all I've got. Got more riding around in different places, much to her and Dora's dismay. She says to me, you know, what can you do? You've only got one asshole. Like, she said, one asshole, and look at all the seats you got. And it's true, but horses for courses. Always wanted one of these when I was a young teenager. Watched that film Easy Rider. Ooh, said one day I'm going to have one of those. I've had this one for about 10 years now. Or close to 10 years. Got to be around the 10-year mark. Thoroughly enjoyed owning it. And with something like this, it's going to be around long after I've gone as well. And this bike will never die. It will always be rebuilt because they've become so collectible now. Several £1,000s invested in this one. To do a part exchange deal with two other bikes to get this one, plus a little bit of cash, which was majorly frightening. But for this I had Harley Davidson Dynaglide, one of the newer style ones, electric start and everything like that, but they haven't got the soul that the older ones got. I had a Shovelhead Harley Davidson model that came after this one. Really enjoyed that bike. That one was even worse to bloody try and start. Chopped some bikes for years. I've had so many bikes over the years, lost count. There isn't a brand that I haven't had. I've had everything. Yamaha, Suzuki, Ducati, you name it. I've had it. I've ridden them and enjoyed the lot of them. Wouldn't be without two wheels. So, nobody will get me away from this affliction. Same as they want the koi. Right. So, this is my view from my patio. And today, no bloody sun. See, we're going to go at the grass later. Apparently Mr. says we've got to cut that. Mostly bloody weeds, moss. But I'm going to cut that. And I've got to sort the rest of these bits on these bloody bikes out. And then hide them all back round the house where she can't find them. She doesn't mind tripping over a couple of them in the utility room, but it does get a little bit much. Bikes all around the house. As I said, this isn't all I've got. Got more hiding away as well, but don't tell her. Right, let's get you back down onto the bottom patio a minute and we'll wind the video up. You see, it didn't spook the fish. Oh, there. Right. I hope you enjoyed that little look at the bikes. what else I do down here. Hopefully the sun will be out, because the Harley hasn't been out on the road there for, oh crikey, 2 years. Biking sort of went a bit to the background there during COVID and lockdown, and I just haven't got back to it properly. Been out a couple of times on them, but the Harley hasn't turned the wheel. Like, it's been putting the utility with her indoors, banging her leg on it each time she goes to the tumble dryer, moaning, you know, well, there you go. Right, as I said, fish all happy here. I've got some plaque stuff that I'm cutting at the moment for a channel. He contacted me last night about some stuff for his channel. I won't say no more than that at the moment. Thanks for all the sales on the Easy Pod caps. Done handsomely on that. That helps dramatically with the costs of stuff down here, feeding the fish and such like. That's where most of that money goes, with the amount of food they're eating. Like, you know, 10 kilo bucket, over 100 quid for the NT Lab stuff. Gone in a month, like, oh, bloody shocking. Right, if anything happens down here untoward, you know, need a treat or anything like that, we'll pop up a video. But other than that, we're just ticking over quietly here through the summer, hopefully problem free. And I hope you lot are as well. Those of you that are treating, fluke or anything like that, I hope you get over it soon. It's an absolute bummer. I just really count myself lucky down here that I admit the fluke. But if you got fluke or trick or anything like that, I hope you get over it soon. You know, those of you with messy water, I hope your water clears soon. Just keep at it, keep an eye on it. Things will improve. Right, from down here in not so sunny Devon, happy ponding, and if you're into your motorbikes, hope you enjoy the look at the bikes. Right, I'm going to get myself sorted out here, a bit of clear up, and take something out for a spin, something with 2 wheels anyway. Right, I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.